The Book of Clarence. As with any review, this may contain spoilers. I liked the movie, but it fell short of being really good. I would almost describe the film as a faith-based movie. The story takes place during the time of Jesus, and it follows Clarence, played by LaKeith Stanfield, who is a streetwise hustler who sells drugs for money. He owes money to the guy who runs the town, and if he doesn't pay back the money within 30 days, he's going to be killed. Clarence sees the rise of the Messiah and his apostles and wants to join them as a solution to his problem. The apostles won't let him join because Clarence is a non-believer. Clarence decides to declare himself the true Messiah and perform fake miracles and collect money from the people. Initially, this was his method to pay back his debt, but as he puts on this charade, he begins to see the influence he's having and uses the money for other purposes. The story fell short for me because it was a bit predictable. Clarence's story arc was easy to see where it was going to end up. The film tried to give the perspective of a non-believer in Clarence, but I wouldn't say he's an atheist. He was more of an agnostic. However, I felt the movie leaned more on the pro-religious side. That may or may not affect how you react to the film. The cast is really strong. R.J. Cyler, who played the best friend to Clarence, was a highlight, and Nicholas Pinnock, who played Jesus, was also very good. James McAvoy had a really good part, and Benedict Cumberbatch had a small but memorable role. I want to go back to LaKeith Stanfield for a moment. He's an interesting guy and an interesting actor. I've enjoyed everything I've seen him in so far. What I'm about to say is purely a feeling I have, and I don't have any concrete data to back up what I'm about to say. LaKeith Stanfield is probably best known from the TV show Atlanta. However, for me, I've never watched the show, and I know him from his movies he's been in, most notably Sorry to Bother You. A few years ago, Stanfield went on a popular morning radio show called The Breakfast Club, which also has a big YouTube following. He was being interviewed, and during the interview, he performed a rap freestyle. One of the hosts, Charlemagne the God, didn't like the freestyle and told him to his face. It was very apparent Stanfield was not expecting that. Usually when someone is a guest and does a performance, the interviewer will, out of courtesy, compliment the guest. In this instance, that was not the case. So why do I bring this up? The reason I mention this is because I feel that Stanfield's career hasn't gone the way he probably thought it would go. At the time of the interview, I would say his career was on an upward trajectory. I'm not saying it's currently on a downward trajectory, but I would say it's plateaued. And the graph of his career is on a horizontal line. My feeling is that after the Breakfast Club interview, his career hasn't been the same. Once again, this is purely a feeling I have with no factual basis behind it. Overall, the movie was good but not great. But that doesn't mean you would enjoy it more than I did, and it might be worth watching. Thank you for watching, and check out my other reviews. Leave a comment and let me know what do you think of the movie. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. It helps a lot. See you in the next review.